morning and welcome to FountainFX on Monday the 20th of July 2015. Well, with all the sort of negotiations and various Euro meetings that have been going on all last week, the result is that Greece is still part of the Euro, and they've renegotiated their terms of repayment of their debt, and they've sold off 50 billion euros of government assets, etc., to try and start to repay the 250 billion euros that they owe the European Union. Now, whether that actually happens, we don't know, but the reality is that Greece has now finally agreed that they're going to start austerity measures, and rather than keep spend, they will actually look to try and pay back some of the debt. How that's going to affect the euro against the US dollar and other major currencies, we've yet to see. We may see that we do get a recovery in the euro, but we will see. Time will tell. So just flicking over to having a look at what is due out news this week. Major news today, we've got Canadian dollar wholesale sales coming out at 2:30. Tomorrow morning, Aussie dollar monetary policy meetings. People are now starting to rumour that the Aussie dollar, with regards to collapse in commodities, we saw basically the gold price collapse below a significant low, and it's down to $1,083 an ounce now. So we may see the collapse of gold pushing further. That just indicates that the view is that stock markets are very strong. Value in shares and company stock is are higher than that of the commodity market, and that's why money's shifting from gold into like the S&P 500, etc., because people are seeing a lot more return and therefore confidence in the return from those particular markets. Now, if we scroll further down, Wednesday we are looking at further Aussie news, some pound news, and some New Zealand news. So look at at the moment the Aussie dollar and the New Zealand dollar are very much weak currencies, so there are opportunities to sell those against other currencies, so look for those particular opportunities to take profit. Pound at the moment, they're talking, there were rumours last week that they are going to put up interest rates, so look for the MPC official bank rate votes. Potential is we will see whether or not that changes, that figure. The 9 means that everyone's voting to keep it as it is, no change whatsoever, but we will want to see whether or not that does change. Thursday, CAD news. Now the CAD did drop its interest rate last week, and we then saw the CAD devalued against most currencies, so that was obviously very interesting. Keep a look on the CAD. You can take profit from that particular currency as it falls. US dollar still continues to be pretty much strong, so obviously that's the currency that you want to be buying. We're looking for opportunities there. And at the end of the week we've got some further Euro news around German and French flash market data. So that's really it for the week in terms of news. Let's go and have a quick look at the charts. And very much on the daily chart, we can see that this last week, we can see the price did surge up on Monday, up to this high at the 112, and then from there it's literally turned and continued to push down and sell off. For the rest of the week, got down to the 108.40 where it is this morning. Very nice trade run. Several of the guys in the trading group were able to take this trade. Kevin seems to be spotting very clear market direction now, so that's very good. Really about you guys being able to benefit from this, find ways in which you can actually start to read the markets very clearly. Where's the euro going to go? Well, from a technical point of view, it's down in here at significant area of support. We may see today a doji formation or a spinning top, because with the news coming out that Greece has sorted out its problems or is back on track in terms of paying off its debt, we may see the fall in the euro get halted or stalled. On the other hand, it only needs the banks, etc., to have a feeling that it means absolutely nothing, and the euro will continue to push on down to other lows back down here. So The reality is that if we really look at where the euro is, despite its quantitative easing, printing of trillions of euros of currency to be able to help stimulate the eurozone, it's still very much in a range-bound situation against the US dollar. Lows down here at the 105 with highs up here at the 113, and that's pretty much where it seems to be bouncing between. Don't ignore this significant low where price is at the moment. We may see a recovery back up to this kind of area around about the 110, and it, we may see that it wants to continue to push all the way up into the 113 if the markets accept this Greek deal as being a positive move for the eurozone. Quickly, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar, because we've had some news out on that. So looking at the daily chart for the Australian dollar, we can see very clearly that price has been falling prior to February this year. It did go through a period of range bound, and certainly it's been falling, creating new lows. It's down at the 0.73, the low of all time for the Aussie against the US dollars back in 2008. We're looking at around about the 0.62. So it's got just over 1,100 points to go until it does reach that all-time low, but very much in a downtrend, selling off quite rapidly. We may see a pullback for a continuation, but that's the kind of thing you need to look for. Obviously on here the MACD is showing that despite the fact that price is falling, that there is actually a decline in that momentum. So we may look for a pullback for a continuation down. So that's really what we want to be looking for on there. If we take a quick look at the New Zealand as well, because that's also a weak currency against the dollar, and we can see very clearly that it's selling off. So these are the opportunities. Look for weak currencies against strong currencies, vice versa, and obviously buy the strong currency and sell the weak currency. And that's pretty much the way in which you can pick up on a very nice trend and direction and be able to make your profit. Very, very easy. So that's it for this week from FountainFX. We will catch you later on, and have a great week in trading. Cheers. Bye-bye.